I do want to talk about Reggie Jackson's very viral answer. This is not going to be fun, but this is a powerful statement, and you need to hear it.
The baton has been passed for over a century here. We've been talking earlier about if it wasn't for the Willie Mays, the Jackie Robinson, the Reggie Jacksons, the three of us wouldn't have an opportunity to play. How emotional is it for you to come back to a play that you played with one of the greatest teams around?
Alex, when people ask me a question like that, it's like coming back here is not easy. The racism that I played here, when I played here, the difficulty of going through different places where we traveled. Fortunately, I had a manager and I had players on the team that helped me get through it. But I wouldn't wish it on anybody. People said to me today, I spoke, and they said, you think you're a better person, you think you won when you played here and conquered. I said, you know, I would never want to do it again. I walked into restaurants and they would point at me and said, can't eat here. I would go to a hotel and they said...
By the way, he straight up said it, like, on television. Now, the reason why this is important, the reason why it was not censored on TV, the reason why I mention this, and the reason why I think it's important for you to see and understand is because normally in television, when you say the N-word with a hard R, no matter who's saying it, they will cut away. Okay? They will cut away. But this time on live television, the producer actually let it continue. This is very important to acknowledge. I think that it's, shouts out to the fucking producers who didn't cut away from it. This is on Fox Sports. This is his own personal account. This is his own personal account of like the historic racism that he faced. And he's not holding back at all.
When you played here and conquered, I said, you know, I would never want to do it again. I walked into restaurants and they would point at me and said, can't eat here. I would go to a hotel and they say, then can't stay here. We went to Charlie Finley's.
No, it wasn't censored live. He just straight up says it. I saw the original video where I watched the original video where he just says it. It's live. They don't actually cut away. I think it's anyway, let's continue.
Country club for a welcome home dinner, and they pointed me out with the N-word. He can't come in here. Finley marched the whole team out. Finally, they let me in there. He said, we're going to go to the diner and eat hamburgers. We'll go where we're wanted. Fortunately, I had a manager, Johnny McNamara, that if I couldn't eat in the place, nobody would eat. We'd get food to travel. If I couldn't stay in a hotel, they'd drive to the next hotel and find a place where I could stay. Had it not been for Raleigh Fingers, Johnny McNamara, Dave Duncan, Joe and Sharon Rudy, I slept on their couch 3-4 nights a week for about a month and a half. Finally, they were threatened that they would burn our apartment complex down unless I got out. I wouldn't wish it on anyone. The year I came here, Bull Connor was the sheriff the year before. And they took minor league baseball out of here because in 1963, the Klan murdered 4 black girls, children, in 11, 12, 14 years old at a church here and never got indicted. They were from the Klan. Life magazine did a story on them like they were being honored. I wouldn't wish it on anyone. At the same time, had it not been for my white friends, had it not been for a white manager, and Rudy, Fingers, and Duncan, and Lee Myers, I would have never made it. I was too physically violent. I was ready to physically fight some. I'd have got killed here because I'd have beat someone's ass, and you'd have saw me in an oak tree somewhere.
Reggie, I can't even imagine. It's awful you had to go through that, but appreciate you sharing the rawness and the honesty of it with our audience. I mean, really,
we love you, Reg.
Yeah, thank you.
Quick history lesson right there.
That's a great history lesson. Reggie Jackson telling.
By the way, just so you understand, like, listen, I'm no fucking, I am not I'm not exactly super tapped in to the history of baseball, let alone regular old baseball, like current baseball. But you have to understand that this man was fucking playing baseball in 1967 is his first game. Okay? He's not talking about like, he's talking about the 70s and 80s. Okay? Like, there are people in this chat that may have seen him play baseball. Like, that is insane.